Hello gamers, this is Go-To Gamer, and this is episode 4 of a Stellaris Let's Play series. So if you've been following through with us since episode 1, we are playing as the Terran Federation, the guys from Starship Troopers. We are the human race that have gone into the 23rd century. The year is 2206, and we are in an expansion spree where we want to expand to the far reaches of the galaxy. We'll be meeting different alien races, and we will be true to our role-playing trait, where we will be xenophobic, and we'll be shooting first and asking questions later, unless they have some benefits to us that we will be keeping them alive for benefits. So we've just received communication from the sovereignty of Mac Onyx. So this is like an eel, it's like an alien, a spider race, and they are reaching out to us. I speak for the High Commissioner of Cav name and the wealthy elite of the sovereignty of Mac Onyx. Your alien race are objectionable to us, but perhaps we can still engage in limited trade, assuming your inferior civilization produces anything of value. So this is a totalitarian, xenophobic race. We can say this: keep out of our way, or we will make you. So it seems like we are going to do that. And this is another race that's so far away. So it doesn't really matter who they are. They're just way too far away for us to care. And we can send this guy all the way here. Nope, we can go here. We can go here, and then we can go here, and we can go all the way here. No, another race. So this is another stagnant ascendancy race, and they are a xenophile guardian race. So this is another ancient race. So yeah, we say this: we will not be held back. So this is humans. How delightful! We haven't expected to encounter you for a few centuries yet. Personally, I thought you would wipe yourselves out long before leaving a gravity well, but I'm glad to be proven wrong. So this is a xenophile race. So this alien race, they love alien races. They are guardians, but they are strong, many times stronger than us. But we may have to beat them later on, depending on our relationship with them. So this one, I would say we will not be held back. Fasson means. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. You can see they have all these planets right here. They're big planets there. Which means our ship, this guy, is going to get a fast return trip. A 2-year free return trip. So I have some of my fleets back already, so I'll just start sending them out again. And start finding out who lives here. So yeah, we just start finding out who's around here. We're going to do like a big loopy loop. And come back home. Like, oh, we can go around here too. Far end. And if you survive, that'll be nice. Otherwise, this is a one-way suicide mission. Oh look, it's something like this is freaking. Good. So this is like a one-way trip. Okay, so now we're getting a good hold of our universe, and oh look, it's civic time too. We can set up I'm going to choose this, which gives us the power to have private colony ships. Right, we're getting more civics, and especially when there is a rush for planets, we're going to rush far. We're going to rush out here to get this planet right here. These planets, they do cost a bit, but it's not a big problem. We do have people here. And you can see, right, we can So the reason why I went for the private interstellar private corporation, right, is because when you build colony ships, there are two type of colony ships, right? You have the regular ship, right, which you have to spend minerals, right, or you can get a private colony ship, where you are working with a private company to build a colony ship. You're paying them money, and they're spending mineral and partnering up because maybe they're coming on board as a sponsor or something, right? So think of this as like Wally, right? You have like BNG, by and large, BNL, that corporation that is advertising everywhere. So we can build one of these ships, right? These advertising ships, and they'll probably indoctrinate our travelers with their corporate propaganda, corporate advertising, right? Or we can send our own ship. But because we are in a place where we want to build as many ships as we can, right? Probably we need to give like ourselves all the options out there. So we'll be building a mix of colony ships and private colony ships. We're going to colonize a lot of planets in this early stage. We want to start grabbing our lands before our neighbors start grabbing them. So let's send our ships out there. So right now we have this green planet here. We do have a yellow planet we can grab if we want. It's also, I mean, these are all like small planets. When you look at this, these are all small planets. Like they're not so big. This one's big, but most of these are blocked, right? Small planets right here. This is another small planet. It's not. This is like a water planet. It's like a water, an ocean planet. It's not best. And then we have it. This is like a tropical world. But I mean, most planets we have, they are not perfect. They are small. But we have to work with what we have. I mean, like, this is a game we play through. There's unstable tectonics. Right, you can see these features. Right, this planet has a lot of hazardous weather. We have asteroids, and each of these have different modifiers. So this is probably the best planet we have. We have a 70% habitability. And we have to send a ship out there. We have to send guys out there. The biggest challenge we face right now is what type of people should we send, right? What is strategy? I mean, our strategy is still true to where we started, right? We are going to build our economy. We're going to build up our economy, but we also want to have a strong fleet, right? And because our neighbor right here is getting stronger and stronger, and this neighbor is overwhelming, we need to start investing in our fleet. We need to start investing in our military. And that means we'll be spending a lot of minerals building ships. And with that in mind, we need to free up our minerals for ships, and by that we need to build private ships. And that's why we're gonna send like a private ship out here. We're gonna send a private ship out here. We're gonna send a private colony ship. We're going to colonize this area. Yes, we're going to colonize this area, and Earth is going to start building a ship. In the same way, yeah, it's blocked right here. I'm gonna have to redo some of these flight paths. Oh wow, an impact crater. Yeah, worth researching. This is worth researching. So yeah, I'm just have to read out this guy's flight path to make sure everything's perfect. And that should give us all the information about this space right here. Now, did I lose another ship? Yep, I did. I just lost another ship in this system right here. I think this is the second time. Oh look, we have a transmission from Rhineland. Yes, this is one of the races that that I put together based on the game Freelancer. Greetings from the Chancellor Thibodeau Bouchard, the undisputed ruler of Rhineland. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. So they do take on a very tough stance, and you say we will not be held back, humans. Which is quite strange because we are both humans. But Rhineland is a military dictatorship. Where are they? Oh, so Rhineland is right here. We have Rhineland, and look, they have a continental world. That would be perfect for us, but we just have to work with what we have right now. And now we know now we know that some of the races that I put together in the race editor, it's being implemented in this game. And look, this asteroid has three extra minerals. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with ECO 3A at some point during the previous 1,000 years in what must have been a major impact event. An abundance of minerals can now be found on the moon in the vicinity of the impact crater. A fortuitous event. So this planet has 3 minerals now, which doesn't matter too much. But you can see right here. No, I do need to continue to survey more systems. It's important we continue to survey systems just to get well, let's start with this survey of systems here, and then I need to survey probably survey these systems because it's part of that special quest we have to do. Let's look at all quests we have to do. We have like track a map. Maybe I'll just do this. I'll just list out all the planets I'm going to track. We're going to track every one of them. So with all these planets we have to track. Survey all the projects in the system too. Alright, we've done another research. Our people are growing a lot faster now. Let's see, what do we want? We can have production target, colonial centralization, or we can review this resource. I like reviewing resources because we do get more perks, right, to trade with people. But this sounds nice too. We can grow our border range because we are at a stage where we do want to stake our claim. So yeah. So this is where we are at right now. Oh no, hostile fleet movement. We have a ship here. These guys are not moving. That is good. We do not have any intention to fight you. Okay, so this guy is done building, so I'm going to give him more tasks. He's going to start building research stations. And it's very unfortunate that we can't, there's like a relatively big fleet blocking this area. We can't really fight them. So. Hey, blue lasers are done. We're going to start building, yeah, I guess we can start building deflectors, and we can start building shields, and yeah, we can start building, I think we can start building shields right there. We can start building shields, shielded ships. So here's another cool thing, this is like a ship building menu, right? You can start building, you can build your own ship. This is a corvette. You can see it's a pretty fragile ship. You have like lasers, we have no shield, we have no armor. Like, that's how vulnerable we are. Our ships are so fragile. And you can put in like better lasers now. You can put in better lasers, and you can put in a fission reactor, a nuclear reactor. So now we have like a ship that is still fragile, but it packs a bigger punch. We're gonna start building more of these ships, I guess, because we need to start um, defending ourselves. Like all these other star nations, they are looking at how tiny we are. They say, we need to stand up for ourselves. We need to stand up. Like we need to stand strong. We can't be bullied around right now. So we're going to I'm going to authorize the construction of about maybe 4 corvettes, right? 5 corvettes. But it probably let's go with 3. Let's go with 3 corvettes. 3 corvettes, and we can build more as we go. No, actually, I'm gonna stop them all, and I'm gonna build it once I build the corvette construction yard, which allows me to build corvettes for much cheaper rate. Our colony ship is almost ready. We're gonna build another mine. We're gonna build a power plant. And yeah, stuff is starting to get real right now. Right, we need to start ramping up our production. We need to start ramping up everything. Because if we want other races to take us seriously, we need to show them that, hey, we mean business, and you better not push us around. So, do you have a ship that's ready yet? Now, this colony ship is draining a lot of resource points. It's draining a lot of points, but nothing you can do about it. Let's see right here. So, a colony ship is playing smart, just going around these hostile sectors. Unfortunately, I don't have any ships that can escort it, but we just make do with what we have. Right, and we need to start building ourselves. We need to start making ourselves a comparable, a formidable foe to enemies. We are in a very, very fragile, vulnerable place. We need to stand up for ourselves. Actually, I'm actually going to colonize this planet first. Actually, I'm going to colonize this planet first before we go further down there. But yes, there is a benefit to claiming far away places, but we should just claim right close by planet first. No. Actually, it may not be the case because we have a mine built there already. But I'm going to colonize this planet right now. We're going to colonize this planet. We are going to make this planet useful first before we go further out there. It's not in any immediate danger right now. Nobody's going to steal it right away. In fact, I'm actually worried that this guy may have like a fleet that may rush us. Because they are a rival, they have a superior fleet number. We do need to protect ourselves. And he has a second planet, a nearby planet already too. This is for defense purpose, right, where we can protect ourselves much closer to home if needed. So this is where we are. If I want to give myself an perk, no, that's my governor. Never mind. We do have governors here, but if I want extra perks, I can start hiring governors. I can start hiring people, assigning people to govern my planets to give me a boost. So right now we have anomaly speed. Okay, good. So this guy's researching these stuff right now. But I really want to take out these mobs, but we don't have that. We don't have that capacity to do that yet. We don't have the ships. We don't have the power level yet. But we will get there soon. So this is. So you can see wow, these guys are expanding. You can see start off like this, and now they're here. We probably have either a planet or something else here. Our colony ship is now colonizing this planet. This is a planet with unstable tectonics, right, and also a weak magnetic field. It's not the best planet, but we have to make do with what we have. You know, life on the barren planet was sadly doomed from the start. As if by some cruel stellar conspiracy, the dominant species on the planet barely had any time to awaken to sapience and invent agriculture before through unfortunate geological mechanisms the earth started turning sour. Samples from the lower soil strata and the fossilized remains of the creature that once roamed the planet show that several vital minerals needed to rejuvenate the soil ended up through their largely agricultural diet in the exoskeletons of the native beings. Their bones were prone to fossilize then to decay, and their very existence exhausted the fragile ecosystem they inhabited, leaving it permanently transformed in the wake of their passing. Now we learn that this species started on a bad planet, and they used up all the material needed, and making this planet barren. And then yay, our space station is done, and now I can build the Corvette assembly yard. Once I have that built, I can start mass producing Corvettes at a much cheaper rate, and it will be advantageous for us to do so because we can build more Corvettes for cheap. For now, I think the next priority I have right now is we need to research these systems, like this black hole, and this other system right here, right? Because this is our next immediate areas that we will need to know, like, can we build space stations on? But in Stellaris, a huge chunk of our economy comes from space mining stations and research stations, right? It doesn't come from planets. Though planets make a big chunk, it is the immediate area around us that allows us to build space resources. And let's see, Alpha Centauri, do I want to do this? I mean, right here you can see that there's a lot of blockers blocking up the tiles, and I don't think it's time yet, but eventually we will have to do it. What's wrong with this guy? Okay, another alien encounter, but it's okay, it's not a big deal. These are like 1,000, but they're not like coming short me, nor are they close enough yet. So the guys are coming around. Let's see, on Earth, where are we? Okay. So yeah, we've built our infrastructures, right? All these infrastructures on energy and such, but the people are not there yet. They're still coming around. Like this guy's, it's gonna be like, I'll have to wait for another like 38 months before that I have a guy here. It's still a while away. But two third-party races declaring rivalry on one another. And a bit more about rivalry, right? Rivalry is a concept here at Stellaris, where you can declare someone a rival, and when you declare someone a rival, you'll be collecting extra influence points. So I guess it's a way of like a race, and like calling someone a rival is like causing fear within the people, making them work harder. I mean, the best way to look at it is back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, when the USA and the USSR declared one another rival, right? When we had the Cold War, and a lot of politicians used the Cold War, that rivalry between the two countries, as an excuse to get a lot of stuff done, right? Whether it's supposed to pass bills, to start initiatives, right? Start programs, right? And they just use like, you don't want the other country, you don't want our rivals getting there first, and they use that to justify a lot of fundings for the programs. And I guess the same way we can, like, Stellaris, right, reflects that with the rivalry system. So here, our governor gained a trait. So Governor Edwina Chapman gain a new trait with architectural interests. So yay! I think that's our Earth governor. I believe from Edmund. Yeah. So she allowed. So now I can build things faster and cheaper. This is fair news, but I mean all the buildings that need to be built are built already, so not that important to me. This Sirius Prime, nope, Sirius Prime is still going around. I'm gonna move my building ship here. Yes, and now the space station is ready. I can start building corvettes. I can start building a few corvettes. You can see my corvette is cheaper now because I have right, base cost is 75 minerals, but now because I have the corvette assembly yard, right, I can build them for 10% cheaper. And it may feel like 10% is not a lot, but it adds up. When you're building a lot, it will add up, and you'll start seeing the benefits from that. Hey, my exoskeleton is coming together. Oh, yeah. I forgot to switch scientist because this guy's specialty is in industry, and this is an industry thing. So let's do that right now. I'm gonna quickly show you how it's done. So I can do this. I switch him over, and then now the scientist is not here, but there's no scientist here, right? I can just say that, hey, the other guy who's a genius, she can research this. Shields, and we do need shields badly. Alright, so now we're researching anomalies. I don't know what do we know about this planet? Well, this system has a lot of planets, and hopefully it can result in a lot of building opportunities. Because I would love to build, a big number of mining stations, so I can get more mines. So I'm still colonizing this planet. It's going to be ready within a year. And I guess a year's time, that's about 12 months. 12 months. I should have enough energy credits to support this colonization process. And the colonization of Stellaris is a pretty expensive process, but it is well worthwhile because when you do have new colonies, you can train, you can have more people, you can get more things done, you can mine more stuff out. A silicon life form, some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of this planet. As best as we can tell, the creature is made of rocks, and there is evidence to suggest they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. Intriguing. So we have a planet with +3 mineral, and we are so building our mines over this. We need to build more mines. We need to mine more. Especially, we want to have a formidable fleet with rivals right here. We do need to have more. So let's look at our buddies right here. Our buddies with the head start, they are pretty overwhelming. Maybe we should let's look at why they hate us. They hate us because we just met them. They think we're bigots, but they don't hate us all too much. Maybe we can start a nap for them, a non-aggressive pact. They are hegemonic imperialists, meaning they don't really like to communicate with others. They are stronger than us, yes, for sure. That's why they don't want to work with us, because we are weaklings to them. Hey, these birdie guys, we are a good term with them. Why is that? Federation builders, yep. They're peaceful, we're too far from them. That's how they don't want to work with us. Oh well. But let's see what can we trade with them. Do they want food? Your birdie, do you want food? Nope, they don't want food. Maybe you can do a research agreement. We can be research buddies. Nope, they don't want to be research buddies. Let's trade star charts, dude. Oh yeah, we have better star charts, so we can asking for more stuff. Yeah, we can ask for the active sensor links. Yeah, ask for like maybe 12 minerals for. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, you can use the sensor links for a couple years. It's a good deal. We give them what we know, and they'll give us these stuff. Okay, Rhineland. Let's see what they think. Oh, we're done. We're done here. Okay, we can build robots. We can build robots. Yeah, I'm building robots for sure. We're building robots, and we need to have robots because they are like extra population that can work for us. Those who cannot be profited must be profited from. Consider carefully to choose which category you would like to belong to. These guys are very big about money. They are capitalists, so yes. So let's see what we can do with them. I mean, like we're both buddy materialists. I'm sure we can work something out together. Maybe star charts. Yeah, I've been exploring the world a lot. I can, yeah. So this is a big benefit for what we're doing, right? We've been exploring the cosmos a lot, right? We have a lot of star maps for them. In the same way, we ask them to give us their star maps, and we have they are giving us the active sensor link. We can see what they see, which is a good thing because they'll be doing more mapping for us. Look at these guys. These guys, no, they hate us too much. They don't like us a lot. Same thing for these guys. They don't like us because they're xenophobe. Xenophobe. Oh, there's an election coming. There's an election for a new console. So there's an election happening in human race, and this is the cool thing about being like when you're playing as a democracy, a democratic nation, right? You do have elections. And I'm going to end this video right here because we are at about 32 minutes right now. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next episode. See ya.